This video will provide you with an overview of the Inquiry edition of iSales100. iSales100 is the most flexible and powerful mobile sales app available on the market, and it's built exclusively for Sage 100 and Sage 100 Cloud. We've built the XK0 iSales100 application, and we've broken it down by different inquiries. So we have everything from the Enterprise edition for very heavy sales transaction usage to the Business edition, which is a little bit lighter sales version. And then we have the Inquiry edition. And the Inquiry edition is perfect for companies who wish to provide their sales reps, their executives, maybe customer service reps, even warehouse personnel or end user customers themselves with insights into vital Sage 100 housed customer and inventory item information. But you don't need to process transactions, right? So honestly, if you think about it, how much will you miss calling back to the office, or having to rifle through an email or texting your boss during a critical juncture of your customer meeting when you can have great actionable customer and inventory information right at your fingertips with a mobile sales app that's communicating directly with your Sage 100 system. So the Inquiry Edition is really great for business owners, for outside sales reps, sales managers, customer service reps, parts managers, warehouse personnel, even controllers or service techs, and one of my favorites, end user customers who can have their own account to inquire on their orders, product status, pricing, if you give them permission, and so on. So, if we look at the features of the Inquiry edition, like all of the other editions of iSales100, you download it from the Apple App Store. Very high performance integration with the XK0 web services engineered for Sage 100. All of the data management for iSales100 is done right within the Sage 100 system. So you don't have to learn a new software system to manage this system. And what that allows us to do is have you up and running in really just a matter of hours as opposed to weeks or months like other mobile sales solutions require. Also, I think you'll love our licensing. Unlimited device licenses, unlimited mobile users, unlimited company codes, unlimited warehouses, for all of our versions. And how about this? If you have Spanish language people who have a preference for that, all you have to do is change the language preferences on your iPhone or your iPad, and immediately iSales100 is in Spanish. We display inventory images for items. We support all the standard customer pricing, which you can view in the Inquiry Edition. We have a great hot lists or favorites feature, and we alert you to new customers and so on. You can even have a private label option for iSales100 and contact us for more information about that. So furthermore, if we look at mobile intelligence for the Inquiry Edition of iSales100, what you can do is inquire into customer information, contact info, item inquiry with warehouse detail. You can look at open sales orders with item detail, open invoices with item detail, customer memos, now inventory memos as well, customer last purchase history. You've got out-of-the-box integration with email, phone, map, calendar, and so on. Plus, we give you full control for what your users see. So not only can you quickly and easily filter which customers, which items, which warehouses a person has inquiry into, but you also have checkbox control over whether or not a user can see inventory quantities, price information, or cost information, right? And that's all managed right within Sage 100. Okay, so what else about the Inquiry Edition of iSales100? Let's talk about pricing. We have very generous and low price for all of our versions of iSales100, and the least expensive of all is the Inquiry Edition. So the Inquiry Edition is only $99 per month, and that's for unlimited users, unlimited company codes, and all you need to pay for an initial setup fee is $450 that gets the application installed. We help you with the web security setup, and we provide you training for your end users. So $450 initial install fee, and then $99 per month, unlimited users, and that's with no contract required. Okay? In addition to that, we invite you to go ahead and download iSales100 and try it out for yourself. Now, there are a number of different user logins that we have, but what I would recommend is, from any mobile device, if you browse to our page where it's XK0 mobile sales download, right? And you can also download to that through the navigation on our system for the free trial. But if you do this from your mobile app, you can download iSales100 or just go to the Apple App Store and download it too. So you can use a login if you want to try out the Inquiry Edition. Use the login Inquiry and the password of XK0, XKZERO, right? And so when you click on that from your mobile app, it's going to take you to the download page, and that's a free download. Now, it's not going to be automatically connected to your Sage 100 system. It's going to be connected to our demo system, but you will have a very good idea of how iSales 100 can work for you. Lastly, let's take a quick look at a demo of the inquiry version of iSales 100. So after you've done your most recent synchronization, and we can require the users, you can require the users to have to synchronize at least once a day so they've got up-to-date information. I'm going to go in here and I can see in my application that I have 21 customers assigned to me and 30 contacts, but I've got one new customer and one new contact. So immediately I can go in by tapping on the customer icon. I can go up here and tap on all, and I'm going to filter down and have it show me my new customer. So I can see that I have a new customer called Manitou Island Transit, and from here I could dial a phone call to them and welcome them as a client. I could go ahead and map to their address. I could open up their website in a web browser, and I happen to know that the new contact that I have is this Peggy Whitaker here, right? So I can go in and see Peggy if she has a different address, different phone number, different email address, which I could go ahead and email her straight from there. So, this is wonderful contact information that you've got right out of the box, right, to be able to quickly go in and see new customers and contacts. And you can see that this has gone ahead and removed them as showing me that I don't have any more new, right? So let's look a little bit further from the home screen. I'm going to tap back into the customers icon again and change my filter back to all. And I'm going to pull up one of my favorite customers here, which is American Business Futures. And I can see here that a memo has popped up here. So we give you control and follow the same memo rules that you have in Sage 100 out to the app. So I can look at things such as the different ship-to addresses that we have for them. I can tap on Sales Summary, right? And again, depending on permission for seeing prices and costs and so on, I don't have permission to cost, so I don't see cost of goods sold or gross profit info, but that information also would be showing up here, for period to date, year to date, prior year, again, based on that checkbox, right? I have additional memos that are here, so I could go here. I've got one on the credit policy, so I can review that information. I can look at their most recent purchase history, and I can either sort it by date or by item, or I could search for items and see what they've bought from me most recently and at what price. I can look at any open orders, including detail for those orders, right? So I can be responsive to them about the status of those. Again, also searchable. Open invoices I can see as well, including credit and aging information too, right? So that's a brief look at the customer information. If I go to inventory items here, I'm going to go ahead and let's search for one of my items that's a lamp. So I'm going to go ahead here and I'm going to search for lamp. And I see that I've got 4 of them, right? So that's searching on item number, item description, product line, and the 4 inventory item category codes that are standard to Sage 100. I'm going to go ahead and grab this specialty lamp here. and I can see more information about their item maintenance. I can view an image or share that with my customer if I wish, and that's the image from Sage 100. I happen to have no memos currently for that customer. I see the standard price, retail price, and then maybe most importantly, I see all of the warehouse availability information so I can talk with my customer about ability to promise and so on. In addition, I can do some planning for my daily activity by being able to look at all of my orders and all of my invoices, right? So I can pull these up here, and if you look in the upper right-hand corner, this controls how we're sorting them, right? So I'm seeing, a combination here by transaction number, but maybe I want to sort those based on customer number, right? So now I can go through and I see that I've got a ton of open orders for American Business Futures and some for Breslin and some for Hillsborough and Allen and so forth, right? So, I can go through, review those open orders, open invoices as well, right? I have all of these different sort criteria here, and I can go through and see who owes me money, and if it's my responsibility, I've got fingertip access to their phone numbers to be able to call them and talk with them about their account. So hopefully that gives you a good view of the power of the information that you can put in the hands of your sales reps, executives, customer service reps, and so on with the iSales100 Inquiry Edition. For additional information, please contact XK0 at info@xk0.com, or you can call us at 847-416-2009. Thank you.